What is going on, everyone? It's Zigzag here. Welcome back to another Geoguessr video. Today I'm joined by my good friend Chicago Geographer, and we're going to be playing some Duels on an Unexplored World. This is essentially a map that incorporates all the countries that are not normally in Geoguessr, and it's a whole lot of fun. You'll notice that I have a haircut here but not in the video. Over the next few weeks I'm going to be scheduling a whole bunch of videos because I'm going off to Europe for 5 weeks. The daily uploads will move to 3 a week, and also the filming dates of the uploads will be all over the place. But yeah, definitely follow me on Instagram so you can see me as I go on my travels. I should have a lot of fun stuff to post. Also, don't forget to check out the video we made over on his channel where we did some duels on more competitive maps. But yeah, let's get straight into the first duel. Good luck, Chicago Geographer. Let's get it.
Good luck.
All right, first round on Unexplored World here. Is this car maybe driving left-hand side of the road? I thought Cyprus because of that, maybe. We have some metal poles. Normally, I think you would see wooden in Cyprus. We have a wooden one here as well, though. Okay, so it should be Cyprus or something in the Middle East or something like that. Maher Al-Kahef is certainly interesting. Yeah, really considering here that we don't see any signs or anything that would help us like work out which way we're driving or which side of the road we're driving on. But I think I'm going to hit Cyprus and maybe just this side of Cyprus in case. And it does actually end up being in Syria, so the Lebanon guess is just fine, and we end up taking 400 points damage, so not a terrible start there. Okay, round number 2 here. It looks like we're somewhere in the Caribbean, maybe. We've got black number plates, absolute vision. Definitely a lot of clues here. I feel like I've probably had this around at some point before, but I can't remember where it was. Caribbean, though, I do feel. The phone number we saw here is like quite an American format, I would have thought. We're driving left, and we definitely have a lot of African descent people here. So I'm wondering about which country in here would work best. Barbados seems reasonable, but maybe Barbados would be a bit more built up than that. I'm not quite sure. So I don't think it's one of those ones over there. So maybe Trinidad and Tobago, or maybe St. Kitts and Nevis. Maybe we could try St. Kitts and Nevis. I wonder if that's like a decent hedge in the middle. Let's go for that. We'll find out. And it was actually Trinidad. So I reckon I've had that round before, and it's no good for us. We lose 2,600 points damage because he's right on it. So not a good start here. Okay, next one's definitely gettable, somewhere in Asia with these blue roofs, presumably. Driving left, we have some wooden poles here. Just immediately thinking of Timor-Leste with this left-hand drive, so I think I'll just go for that. Outside Dili here, maybe should have gone somewhere that's a bit flatter, but we do see mountains, so it definitely fits for Timor-Leste here, I think. We'll see if CG is able to get it. But yeah, blue roofs in Asia, very, very good clue. I feel like it's pretty consistent indeed. And so it ends up being actually in Nepal. So I was not really expecting to be wrong there with the palm trees. Ends up just being a really warm looking Nepal. He goes Ethiopia. Should be somewhere in Europe. I think this is Belarus maybe. We have a bunch of corn, but actually we're in Africa. This woman here definitely looks African. So do these people over here. We've got a yellow rear plate, so maybe somewhere in southern Africa. A lot of southern African countries would do that. Even thinking of just like Tanzania is a country that often does yellow rear plates and would kind of look like this. So I might just go for that. But Tanzania is not often maybe so green. So maybe if I just click in this kind of area here, it would make more sense. Maybe even Rwanda or Burundi could make sense here. It is rather flat though. And both countries would be maybe a bit more mountainous. So could it even just be elsewhere in Uganda or something? Not an easy call here. The way there's walls around the houses does make me like kind of Western Africa more, but I mean, it is a bit scary because the yellow plates, I can't think of any country over there that does that. Unless they're black plates with yellow writing, but okay, I think I'll just go for Uganda here. We'll see if that's, I don't think it's actually going to be in Uganda, but I feel like it could be somewhere around there, so hopefully it's just one of these countries, or, yeah, I mean, we didn't see the, oh wow, it's actually Zimbabwe, that makes a lot of sense. He was actually in Venezuela there, so 455 points is not really the result we hoped for there, because we had a better read on the round than he did, but okay, not terrible either. Next one here, we've got like a interesting looking, is that a church? Yeah, interesting looking church there. Maybe it's like Ethiopia came to mind. This is now looking much more like Central America though. Banco de Angola, something like that. So I'm just going to go on Luanda here. Hope he doesn't see it. So I was really thinking Central America when I looked over here. Saw a short number plate on this crossing sign. But okay, makes sense. Presumably he will find it. It's got mountains in the background, so Luanda doesn't seem like a good guess anymore. And it ends up being in this city down here, Lubango. So another 1,000 points damage. Should have just looked at it a little bit harder before I guessed, because it was a pretty easy clue to get. And so we're on to 1.5 times damage here. Got a bit of English around the spot here. India seems like a reasonable guess here. Yeah, I would say India seems like a reasonable guess. We have some northern Indian language, I would say. So I'm just thinking of going somewhere up here. Let's go like, it's fairly dry, but I could just see this working, I think. So let's go for that. Outside Lucknow. I feel like this is a reasonable guess. It will at least keep us in the game unless he gets something insane. But I don't think there's anything clue-wise that's actually going to get him all the way close here. So we'll see. And it ends up being all the way in Nepal, actually. Wow, another Nepalese round. So I wonder if a lot of the Indian locations got removed. But okay, not a bad result, I guess. We still do some damage. And it's up to double damage now. Monte Carlo. This one feels like India again, surely, but I guess we'll see. Gupta and Co. Looking for some language here. Silly. So, okay, interesting. I wonder if that's... So we're in India. Okay, good. Good.in. And the tuk-tuks here. The auto rickshaws are black and yellow for some of them. So black and yellow, like Mumbai area has the black and yellow ones, I remember, but I don't think that's necessarily too trustworthy. So we don't really have too much like Hindi script or anything like that from what I can tell. It's definitely a difficult round. But okay. Is there anything else to go off of here? WB on the number plate. I wonder if that actually would help out here. I'm not sure if that actually fits with any... Oh, West Bengal. Let's go Kolkata. Yes! This is tricky. I expect to get closer here, honestly. I think Indian number plates often do have the area code like that. Otherwise, we just got a bit unlucky. But I feel like this does fit for being for Kolkata for sure. So, and it ends up being all the way up there. So, I mean, it's not part of West Bengal. So maybe we got lucky. I still kind of like that area more anyway because we didn't see any Hindi script or anything. So, I mean, I think I would have tried to go that side. We'll see. I mean, we would have seen, but okay. Interesting how they covered up the number plate here. Yellow rear, potentially, but maybe not. Okay, we do have yellow rears. This reminded me of like North Kenya or something like that. We're driving right, so maybe it's like southern Somalia. We've got French. Would you have French in Somalia? I feel like you would, right? But I actually can't remember. Okay, that probably is more likely to be out here, actually. Can we see anything? Just want to make sure there's nothing actually too helpful here. Santa Trinité? It's not necessarily obvious to me which country to go in. I might just go like Niger here. We'll try that. Ends up being in Burkina Faso, so a pretty good guess there. Will that be enough to knock him out though? We take him out. There we go.
Damn, GG's, man.
GG, CG. What is it with me and comeback victories on this map? It seems
Dude,
to be
I don't know. I was thinking to myself like, oh man, I'm finally ahead. This is my chance. And then, oh man.
GG.
All right, good luck.
Okay, round number 1 here. This should be an easy Cyprus left-hand drive. That bollard is quite Australian looking, which is interesting. So I guess they might share that with Turkey, more or less. But yeah, there we go. And so it is Cyprus. Let's go. He goes Malta. But of course, Malta is not a country that can be gotten on this map. So perhaps a bit of a panic guess there from CG. Anyway, next one's interesting. It's very dry, but we also have Cyrillic script. So I'm immediately thinking of Kazakhstan here. Do we see anything that could fit that? I don't think there's anything beyond generic here. Ooh, we actually do have a lot of Chevys here. A lot of time when you see like a predominance of Chevys, it's often in Uzbekistan. I don't know if it's quite enough. Like it really is like 9 out of every 10 cars in Uzbekistan that's Chevys. I'm also thinking of Turkmenistan, but Turkmenistan does not appear to use Cyrillic. So maybe I should go on the border. Maybe I should go kind of like around Tashkent. I feel like Tashkent is like fairly reasonable area. It would probably be a little bit greener, but I'm also worried that it's not going to be all the way out here. I might go southern Kazakhstan, because I did think Kazakhstan initially, but actually, look how many white cars there are. It used to be a law in Turkmenistan that you'd have white cars, and it was. Wow. Okay, so CG pulls a crazy guess there. What's this, Uzbekistan? Thankfully, I go southern Kazakhstan, so not too much in the way of damage, but there must have been a sign there, surely, or it was a magnificent plonk. Next one here, on a beach. Not too much in the way of clues here, that's for sure. I feel like we've seen these lights before, but I don't remember where. Okay, can we trust the compass? I think you normally can on this map. Should be Northern Hemisphere. Yeah, this is tough. This is tough, that's for sure. No language at all here. And I don't have the author names turned on. I don't know if CG does, but it's going to be harder for that reason. Okay, so the coast is to our east here. I feel like guessing an East Coast country is probably worthwhile here. I wonder if like Eritrea or Djibouti could make sense here. You don't really have this kind of beach in Djibouti. I'll put my marker down there. So sure, might go Eritrea here. Let's try that. Oh, ends up being actually over in Saudi Arabia. So another nice guess from Chicago Geographer there. We're down to half HP, so our initial lead is diminished. And this one's interesting as well now. Left-hand drive, yellow rear plate here. I think this might be India. This language certainly seems Indian as well. We got some mountains. This feels kind of southern to me, though. It almost reminded me of Sri Lanka or something, especially with these road lines. So I do kind of wonder. Are we sure this is India? I mean, that's really what I initially thought with Akash Gamini travel, but I guess it might not be. It's always possible not to be. I think this wall feels relatively Indian, but something about this view over here feels kind of European almost. So we got all white lines, and I definitely think that does fit with India. And the pole tops probably do as well, I would say. So this architecture is strange, I must say. Am I missing something here? Could it be even like Solomon Islands or something weird out in the... I don't know. It's not quite tropical enough, surely, though. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm going to go for southern India here. Let's go in Kerala here and hope for the best. I mean, it's a little scary, this one. I could see this being huge damage if he manages to get the actual round, but we'll see, I guess. Wow, it's Mauritius, and we both fail Mauritius again. Initially, as we loaded in, Mauritius was one of my first thoughts because we've been baited by it so many times, but I just didn't think it was tropical enough or wet enough seeming. It felt quite dry there, so, I mean, whatever. Paradise Beach Luxury Apartments is where we are next. Yellow rears here. Could we be in Mauritius again? Black plate there. We've got ladder poles here. I am thinking to get back going Mauritius again here, but I could see Caribbean as well, of course. Yeah, I think Caribbean has to be more likely here with these luxury apartments. We got ocean over there to our east, okay. This ladder pole, though, is a bit concerning. Surely we don't go for another Mauritius here. It seems a bit too risky. Okay, where could we be with a ladder pole like that? It should be French style here of pole. I don't know, that really makes me think Mauritius is possible here. Why do we have the French style of pole otherwise? I might try it here. This is cheeky as... Where's the sun? Where's the sun? Sun seems to be more so to the north. I think I gotta try it here, guys. Let's see it. Let's see it. Come on. Oh my gosh. Let's go, dude. Oh, I learned from my mistakes. Finally. That's gonna be massive damage. And of course he's gone over in the Caribbean, which I was really considering doing until the last second there. But okay, 1.5 times now. We appear probably to be... actually not so sure. Warning. Bit of English there, okay. We got a French flag and a Zimbabwe flag. Okay, so obviously Zimbabwe makes sense. Yellow plates, they definitely do that over in Zimbabwe, so I like that a lot. I think Harare probably makes sense here. I could also see maybe one of these other cities as well. But I might just send it in Harare here and put the pressure on in case he didn't see it. And yeah, he missed the flag, so 1.7 kilometers away there. That's easily going to be enough to knock him out. GG. Well played, man. You mustn't have caught the Zimbabwean flag on the last round there.
I saw the flag and I thought it was the Uganda flag. I feel so stupid.
Unlucky.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, unlucky, man. The Mauritius round was a bit of a punt there. I was not quite sure, but with the French pole, I thought it was possible.
I had the same thought. That's why I went over there in like Guadeloupe.
Yeah.
I thought it could be that French influence. Oh man.
All right, game number 3 here. Let's check out what we got going on. Appears to be somewhere with wooden poles. Okay, this is kind of difficult. Sky net almost reminds me of South America, but it would probably not be in English there. So I wonder what exactly that means. So where's the sun here? Sun seems to be more so maybe to the north. That's kind of hard to tell. I think it's basically just to our west. So bamboo poles here. Maybe it is Asia. I feel like Asia is pretty reasonable. He looks Asian to me, I would say. So I'm thinking of maybe rural Laos, Vietnam, Burma would all make sense with the English like that. But yeah, I mean, this pole here is not the Laos style, I would say. Maybe Myanmar makes sense. I feel like this is a pretty reasonable guess here. Hedge it in case it is in Laos. I'm not really worried about anything further west. I do think it's in this area of the world, so hopefully that comes through. Okay, ends up being in southern Myanmar. Not a bad result there, and he does 900 points damage, so a good start from CG. Let's move into round 3 here, where we're driving right-hand side of the road. Okay, could this be... I think this is Bosnia, right? This looks more like Bosnian language than anything else that would be available on this map. Yeah, I believe so. I think this should be Bosnia. In fact, I think I've probably had this round on the series before, so I'll let him guess first here. He's gone in. I think we'll just go somewhere near Sarajevo here. And it ends up being nearby indeed. Nice. Okay, wow, this is interesting. We have some official coverage here, which you are not really meant to see on this map, but I'm assuming this is Bermuda. So let's try and get the 5k here, shall we? I think that's the Bermuda card, the black one. We would probably be then around here, or where's the bridge actually? Pretty much has to be that, right, with this road angle. Does it bend around? It does bend around. Okay, so we're definitely just here then. Nice, we both got the 5k, I'm assuming. No, I'm 4999. He does 1 point of damage. Damn it. But okay, not particularly difficult round there with the Google car meta. And now we are on to round 5, where we have the Zimbabwean flag. So hopefully CG picks that up. But yeah, this is definitely Harare. These buildings have to be that size. So no shot he gets it wrong again, right? And he doesn't. Okay, nice. 335 meters away. This time we do 2 points of damage, so we get into the multipliers on basically full health here. So this should get really interesting really fast. Round 6, we are going to be in Belarus, I would say. Big mountains, though. Okay, could it even be Vaduz? Or maybe just Bosnia again? Yeah, it's not Vaduz. Looking at this architecture, can't really be. So I think Bosnia makes the most sense here. I think I go pretty fast here. Let's go in Zenica. And, wow, he goes in Georgia. A fair enough guess, to be honest, but that's going to be huge damage. 6,300. Takes him way down low here. Oof. Yeah, I didn't really get a Caucasus vibe off that one, but in hindsight, I can definitely see that guess. This one's also interesting. Pulperia Daniel. Wonder what that store is, like just a corner store of some kind. Bro is buying something. Nice. Okay, what have we got here? Something Central American, I imagine. No front plate there. Yeah, Central America definitely makes sense with the lack of front plate. When it comes to these rounds, we typically just go El Salvador or Honduras. I feel like, yeah, either of those really makes sense. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go for El Salvador, and it was in Honduras, so CG gonna do some double damage to me here. It's gonna be a significant 578 points there, so it takes me down to 8.5, and now we're on to 2.5 times damage, so anything can happen from here on in, especially in Africa. This reminds me more maybe of East Africa. We're driving right though. What do we have in the way of clues here? Not too much. Maybe it is just like, it kind of reminds me of a Ghana round, so I'm thinking of going near Ghana. Airtel. Yeah, there's no country clue here, I'm pretty sure. Unfortunately, the only discernible clue here is like the Barcelona logo, so he's guessed. I think I'm just gonna go for Liberia, Cote d'Ivoire, I don't know, one of these ones, and it's actually gonna be Sierra Leone, so big damage again here for CG. Making a bit of a comeback, staging a bit of a comeback that I wasn't able to stage perhaps. But okay, next one here, we have a gala, interesting. This should be somewhere back in Cyprus with the left-hand drive here. Red number plate there is kind of interesting. I do wonder, do we see any Greek? We do see Greek. I'm just wondering which city makes the most sense here. We could probably try and 5k this or something, to be honest. Although it's really hard to see. I feel like there's a lot of angles inside Limassol that fit here. Yeah, I feel like I may actually go with Limassol here. We'll see. And it ends up being Nicosia, so triple damage here. It's no good. Again, going to be doing 1,000 points damage. So brings it back down to even now. I went with the Greek and it didn't work out this time. Of course, I know you can have it up in the north as well. This time we're driving right. And, well, CG always beats me at these types of rounds in the Middle East. So let's see if I can pull one back. We don't have blue strips. We have long plates. This could even be North Africa, the more that I look at it. I'm even considering like Algeria or something. Though we do not see any French. We do see a bit of English here, my vision. It's a very generic place name, but almost does make me think that it could be just more so in Middle East rather than anything French. Oh, he's gone in. I'm not so sure what to guess here. I think I just go Middle East here. Syria seems to be a reasonable bet. Maybe just hedge towards Iraq, and it is just Lebanon. Lebanon is always catching me out here, but this is huge damage. 2.4k. I've gone right down to the wire here. Oof. Where I clicked was probably a bit too dry, but I just wanted to hedge it a little bit in case it was Iraq. Okay, this time we have some, potentially some Kazakhstan here, I would say. Probably reminds me more of that. So, Akpan Batir. I think Akpan Batir. I don't think that's going to be a place name, to be honest, but we can search. It's probably just the name of that man, I guess. Okay, so now looking at the architecture, looking at the general feel of the place, quite flat. This is really going to come down to a Ukrainian plonk here, which is not really what I want, because it feels a bit of luck. It feels like a bit of luck in a country as flat and kind of normal as Kazakhstan. So it does feel fairly like built up, so I might just go in this kind of area where there's a lot of towns and it feels a bit greener. It is all the way in the south, so a hard round for sure. We're going to do 600 points damage, so that's kind of why I didn't think the capital hedge would be as good, because in case it was south, do pick up some points. Okay, so this feels like Central America. This is another place where Geographer always seems to beat me, and I'm not so sure. Reña del Sur. Okay, interesting. Okay, these painted poles remind me of Guatemala, so I might guess nearby Guatemala here. Gonna go on like that side of San Salvador. I'll see it. Come on, baby. And it ends up being all the way down in Nicaragua, but it's gonna be some damage, but not enough to knock me out, that's for sure. 257. That would have been a tough ask, I feel. Did not really remind me of any of those countries particularly, so would have just had to be a bit of luck. This one feels like it could be, well, oh, it's Juba again. This is a repeat from one of my videos. I can't remember if it was the one with CG or not, but I feel like it was. So I've let him guess first here. Obviously, I'll go on Juba, but it will feel like a bit of a hollow victory if I win off this one. But I think he'll have seen it. Let's see. And yeah, he's seen it. Good. Did not want to win off that, but I feel like that was in our last video on this together, so not to worry. Okay, next one here. I feel like it's also a repeat. Maybe not. Actually, I don't remember these cruise ships. It's definitely familiar though. Caribbean, I would say. Driving left, all white road lines, so it would make sense. What does this say? I don't think the cruise ships would be too useful. They probably don't come from here. So yeah, something Caribbean, something with a cove. I think we should get into looking here, to be honest. It's enough African descent people that it should be somewhere around here. Bridgetown does not have enough of a cove. Okay. Okay, pressure is on. I feel like he would have found it. He's good at 5K'ing. Trinidad and Tobago. No. Come on, baby. Jamaica. Could be Kingston. Nah, it's not Kingston. Okay, just click out here. Click out here. Hope to survive. And wow, that was a clutch random click. So he goes St. John's, and we do 600 points damage there. St. Lucia it was, and that was what we're looking at. Makes a lot of sense. But okay, that's a funny moment to survive. Round 15 now. We're driving right. Okay, I always lose on these ones. Why have we got double yellows? I feel like this one could just be... We saw this exact pole in Lebanon last time, so I'm going to go Lebanon fast here. Hope for the best. Let's go near Beirut. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Ooh, this is huge. 6 times damage. Was it enough? Oh, not enough. 197 points. Let's go. Oh, this is such a close game. Okay, 6.5 times damage here. McDonald's here. Okay. I don't know. Something about this run really reminded me of Venezuela, but now I might be preferring Central America just because we have the McDonald's here and... I don't know, some of the white painted trees, although you could certainly see that in Venezuela as well. I guess the flatness is also a bit concerning. I should have really looked for some places where this could realistically be, but This would be a high risk play right here. No, I'm gonna switch. Just random clicking Honduras. And it was Venezuela. And I was even thinking of going over that side, so a well-deserved victory from CG there. And should have gone with my gut.
GG's, man.
GG. I called Venezuela immediately, but then I chickened out when I saw the McDonald's and everything. I wasn't quite sure.
Oh, man. Yeah, that was, dude, what a game. That was so intense.
That was so fun, bro. That was such a good one. Alright, guys. Here we are on game number 4. 2-1 lead to me. We've got .jp here, but we're not going to be in Japan. Zimbabwe, it says on this sign here, and it definitely makes sense for Harare again. Seems like Harare is a city that shows up a lot on this map. But yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, with the Zimbabwe and that, I would be really confident here. We've also got a lot of yellow plates, including yellow front plates, and that definitely makes sense for Harare. You often see that kind of thing in Mozambique as well. Not sure about Zambia, but yeah, okay, ends up being in Harare. He did a good guess considering he didn't see the Zimbabwe sign, so well done to him, but good for us, of course, being 2 kilometers away. Next one here, we've got pebbles on the side of the road. We're driving left. I am just thinking of somewhere in Cyprus here. Blue strip on the plate. Pretty much has to be Cyprus with left-hand drive, I believe. And so somewhere on the south coast here. Looking at the angle of the coastline, this is certainly gettable. I think something like that would make sense. Could certainly see things over here making sense as well, but I feel like this stretch makes sense here and ends up being on the other side of Limassol. So I think the compass may have been wrong there, but fortunately when it's a duel, both of you have had the wrong information like that, so it doesn't matter. Or maybe it was actually correct. Anyway, next one here is bilingual giveaway sign. This is interesting. I do wonder about like somewhere like Saudi Arabia or something around there. Definitely Arabic, and definitely not the wealthiest country, we could say. He goes in for the guess. I guess with the flatness, I could still see it being something up here, so I might just go like outskirts of Kuwait here as a bit of a hedge. Let's try that. And it ends up being in Bahrain, kind of rural Bahrain. Normally Bahrain looks a little bit wealthier than that. And so the Oman guess is decent, and we both get relatively close. Okay, next one here is going to be somewhere over in Central America, I imagine. Let's see what got going on here. Definitely, Sharina Nair. Kind of a Indian name here, so I do wonder which of those countries has more of an Indian influence or something like that. I know, like Fiji has a lot of Indian people living there, but I don't know if this would be Fiji. It doesn't quite feel right to me. Could be wrong though. Where's the sun? Sun's to the north, so it should be Southern Hemisphere. Maybe I do like Fiji, if it's not Caribbean. What's that flag there though? Red one. Yeah, I still think Fiji is a reasonable shout here. I would love to see like some more Australian style plates. That certainly could be one. And those ones could be too. Okay. The only concern here I have is the like kind of American style phone number. Everything else I think fits with Fiji. So I'm gonna go like in upper suburbs of Suva here. We'll see if that's reasonable. I think it will be reasonable, but at least somewhere in this kind of region. But I can see us doing a lot of damage here, to be honest. We'll see though. And it ends up being Fiji indeed, and indeed CG gets closer. So well done to him. CG and Fiji, you know, it's a dream. It's a dream match there. And we move on to round 5. Not in the lead, I don't believe. Oh no, we must be after that Harare one, but yeah. Okay, so we got some French language here. Something, I wonder what, like, could that actually be Niger or something like that, I wonder. Not obvious to me, but it certainly feels like it could be that way with the dryness and the walls around the buildings. Feels like West Africa, so yeah. We got like a school here, it's all in French. Definitely makes sense, I think, with the dirt road. Maybe a bit too green for like all the way in Niger, but maybe near the capital city could be a good hedge here. I could also see it being out near Somalia or something like that, but I think the people look rather West African in my eyes, so I'm just gonna go there. And it was actually all the way on the coast in Tomé, so that explains why it was a bit green, but again, the Burkina Faso guess from Geographer is decent. And we move on to 1.5 times damage here. So we've got chips. Where are we going to be for that reason? A lot of yellow plates here. WhatsApp chips. Mr. WhatsApp chips. I love the African brand names sometimes. They're just so creative. I guess, you know, everyone loves WhatsApp, so why not? granite marble tiles. Got a lot of English here. Caribou. I'm not sure what that would refer to. Definitely English speaking here. Wooden poles. Are we driving left or right? So we've got the steering wheel on the right hand side, so we should be driving left hand side of the road here. Would like to confirm that with another car, but okay, so I'm thinking like Tanzania, Zimbabwe, something in that kind of area here. A lot of wooden poles is kind of interesting. We've got a massive green number plate here. It almost looks like a South African number plate, so I'm wondering even if we could be like near the border or something. I think that's a bit too risky though. I might just go like here, or it's definitely English speaking, so I might just kind of hedge it in Tanzania here and hopefully not take too much damage. I feel like this is reasonable. Yeah, but I'm interested to see, or I wish I could know, whether that is a South African number plate, because it really seems like one to me. I would not be surprised. And it ends up being in Tanzania, Dar es Salaam, and on 1.5 times damage, CG is lucky to get away with this one, I feel. He goes all the way out in Barbados. Next one here, double damage time. Feeling relatively, Middle Eastern here, I guess. Could be North Africa. Architecture is like kind of strange looking here. Almost feels African with these like wooden things poking out here. I feel like that's African style maybe. So I could definitely see myself going kind of Tunisia, Algeria, Morocco, Libya, something like that. Short number plate there though is a bit concerning. So I feel like all those countries would use long plates. So maybe not. Maybe I just go back all the way out in the Arabian Peninsula. I really got the African vibe. I think I should go for it here. I'm gonna go in Tripoli area. And it was just in Bahrain again. No. That's gonna be the game there, I guess. Oh no, 6k. Okay, we're still in. His guess wasn't good enough. 2.5 times damage now. Let's put our heads in the game here. Feels like somewhere in... Ooh, blue number plates. What is this about? I have not come across these before. So the steering wheels... Okay, so the steering wheel is often the opposite side to where the windscreen wipers are going. Unfortunately, the quality is kind of low here. I would have thought that the steering wheel was on the left, therefore would be on the right. Or right there, I don't know. I think it's left-hand drive, right? Oh, I don't know. Big stone, bit of English, so yeah. Although that's a bit of French, maybe. Multi-services, design, should be English speaking, should be left-hand driving. I like Africa again here, but I do not remember these plates. I think every... No. I think I have to go over here this time. St. Kitts and Nevis, why not? Let's try it. Oh man. That makes a lot of sense, but we weren't driving left-hand side of the road, so... Completely baited by that, unfortunately. Abidjan was the correct guess there. Well played to CG. Well played, man. Somehow I got it into my head that we were driving left-hand side of the road here, and I just could not make sense of it.
Oh, yeah. Damn, GG's, man.
Bit of a comeback.
Sir, going to game 5.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun. Okay, the reverse sweep. Well possible here. All right, good luck for it.
Good luck.
All right, round number 1 here. I always lose on these rounds, so I think this time I'm gonna go for the fast send, and I'm just gonna go Bahrain for the fun of it, man. I don't think there's anything too useful here, and it was Bahrain. What an insane fast send there. He goes Riyadh. That's not good enough, man. The Bahrain. I'm here to play now. I know my metas for this map. Okay, Addy, your place. Yellow outers here. Thinking of Lebanon. Thinking of just Lebanon here. Yellow rear plate, though. I'm not sure if I've seen that there. And we are driving... Are we driving left here? Actually, we don't appear to be, but... These cars are parked on the left, so yeah, I think it just has to be Cyprus, right? There's no other country that makes sense for that, I don't think. Yep, it was. Okay, next one here. Are we driving left again? Okay, yeah, well that looks like the outline of, Georgia. I mean, bit of a cheeky matter there, but I guess it was worth looking down because it looks like we're driving left, which is a bit of a bait. Yeah, should just be in Georgia here. Hopefully, I mean, he will have figured it out. It doesn't look like Cyprus at all, so, yeah, we can go there. It was a complete bait there. I feel bad for looking down. Fortunately, it's not Maltese there, because I feel bad for looking down and seeing the outline of Georgia like that. Hopefully, he looked at it too, but just didn't realize, because then I won't feel so bad, but... Okay, this one should be then in... We got these Cypriot, like, bollards once again that kind of look like the Turkish ones. Yeah, we've got actually 5K-able landscape here, so I probably should have gone, like, around here on this road here, maybe. I mean, Not my best guess, but okay, it was on this one. He goes on the one I was looking at. So a little bit of recompense there for CG on the Cyprus round. And the next one here is black screen, I believe. No, we have it. And we appear to be in Bosnia, I would have said. No, we are actually in the Caucasus this time. Okay, so I'm trying to compare the languages this time. I think it feels perhaps more like, I don't know, I'm trying to see if I can see any like common letter here. This looks more like Armenia to me, I think. Even though the city itself kind of reminded me more of Georgia, I think I'm going to trust my language reading abilities here and go for Armenia. Seems reasonable. I think we'd see a flag here normally. That should be a Georgian flag, actually. Okay, we'll change back over. Tbilisi, maybe? And it ends up being, yeah, Tbilisi. So, for some reason, I mean, those languages are really hard to pick up because I think they use different fonts and stuff, and it ends up being really hard to see which of the languages it actually is based on like what you can see on the map. But okay, next one here, another difficult one. I was just thinking of going like, okay, these people look really Middle Eastern as opposed to North African or anything to me. This guy he almost kind of looks European in a way. So I definitely don't mind just like a flat Syria kind of Lebanon hedge here, something like down here. Because might go for that. And man, I had a better, well, I got the right country, but so did he, and he's much closer. So that's good damage for CG there, 1.6k. They're definitely making this a proper series, he is. Driving right in Africa this time. Might just fast send it. Yeah, I'm not so sure on this one. West Africa is the play, but whereabouts to go? Maybe a little bit. Let's see if we can see where some good hills are here. I think I found some fitting hills in Guinea over here, so I'm just going to slam that in. I'm not really sure here. 2 times damage shouldn't be enough to eliminate us unless I've missed something horribly wrong. I mean, unless I've gone horribly wrong here, but I think we should be fine, in all honesty. We'll see, though. Ends up being in Sierra Leone. Freetown, Sierra Leone. Wow, surprising there, and good damage for CG. Ooh, the scores are well even now. 2.5 times damage. Okay, let's take a look around what we got going on. We've got some people kind of dressed. Al Hayat Pharmacy. Okay, I thought Saudi Arabia here, honestly. I think it definitely feels like stuff I've seen in Saudi Arabia. A lot of American cars, so it should be like Arabian Peninsula, I would say. Somewhere over here. I'm just gonna stick in Riyadh. I think it's a good guess. And it ends up being all the way over here. I was gonna switch to the coast because there's a lot of cities along here, but just didn't see any name that fit, so kind of happy with that I stayed, even though we could have had huge damage. This one is, so blue on both sides of the plate here. I would say this is probably like, is it like Comoros or something like that? I wonder about Comoros here. I don't think it's Reunion. Don't think it's Mauritius. Oh, so it should be somewhere as part of France. I think it might be French Guiana, actually. I'm not really sure if French Guiana would actually be this built up. But Cayenne, outer suburbs, seems like a decent possibility. A. What's the A stand for, though? Not really sure, actually. I feel like that is a clue, but I might just go for my guess here. 3 times damage? We'll see. Not so confident, but I feel like it's a hard round, so either I'm close or... Yeah. Wow, it was. Okay, is that enough? It probably is, eh? Yeah, we take him out, 10k damage.
GG's.
GG, bro. That was a great series. Well played.
That was fantastic. Oh, man. I called out French Guiana. I was like, it's either one of the Caribbean islands or it's going to be there. And then I was like, nah, there's no shot.
I guess the reason I went for it was because we had the proper French play, and I was like, I don't think any of the Caribbean islands... Actually, no, that's... You know what? Actually, I bet some of the Caribbean islands have them as well, so, you know, fair enough guess. I mean, it could have been either.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, yeah. It looked like the French play. Yeah.
It had to be somewhere that was part of France, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, so well played. That was a really fun video. Thank you for coming on. Also, we did this...
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, and we did a similar video. We've done another video over on Geographer's channel, and we also did this concept over on his channel a while back, in case you really enjoyed this one particularly. I'll have both of them linked in the description. And yeah, thanks for coming on, brother, and see you guys in the video soon.
Thanks so much for having me.
Catch you guys.